Hey there, it's Dina, obviously. Hi, so I just wanted to make a quick little video here to answer a couple of questions. I've been getting a lot of questions, actually, my whole life pretty much, about being vegan. And of course, I get a lot of comments and a lot of attacks. People love to attack the fact that I speak up for food animals, if you will. I have so much to say about it that I could be here for 16,000 days or whatever just talking about it. But I just want to address a couple of things, especially addressing a couple of, I don't know, questions or whatever that I've been getting a lot of recently. Okay, so, veganism is different than just plant-based. Veganism is not just about the food. And I want to clear that up right off the bat. The word vegan technically encompasses the first 3 letters of the word vegetarian and the last 2 letters of the word vegetarian. So it encompasses everything in between. The word vegetarian applies to food only. I don't care what anybody tells you. It just applies to people who don't eat animal food, okay? To me, you cannot be an ethical vegetarian because that is an oxymoron. If you are an ethical vegetarian, then you would be a vegan. Veganism is a way of life. It's a belief system. It's trying to live a life that is as cruelty-free as possible. And yes, we cannot live a life free of animal byproducts ever if you're in the real world, because they have animal byproducts are in your tires, it's in your antifreeze, or so many things that maybe we need to live in the modernized world per se. But if we make a conscious effort, to not contribute to what we believe contributes to the suffering of other beings, including humans, of course. But humans, a lot of humans have a voice, right? Okay. When we speak up for the animals, here's the thing. Think about this. There are so many videos that I post, and if those videos were happening to a dog or a cat, a domesticated pet, if you will, in America, most people freak out. There is a disconnect between what we consider food animals here, and people freak out. They freak out all the time about the Yulin Dog Festival in China, or people in Thailand, they eat dogs and they eat cats. And don't get me wrong, it is the most horrible thing ever in the whole world. I can't even remember. To me, there is no difference between a dog, a pig, a cow, a sheep. Except, of course, pigs have been proven to be smarter than dogs, by the way, and as smart as if something like a 5 or 6 year old child, okay? Chickens are smart. All these animals are sentient beings. They have souls, they have feelings, they're just like your pet animal, okay? I'm gonna try to keep this in one place, but it's not gonna be in one place. I'm gonna be in 50 places all at once, but I'm trying to answer some questions. So I'm just gonna keep rambling on and on and on until I stop. So anyway, for instance, I have something like I always say all the time. You have these celebrities, and I have one specific celebrity in mind. They do these fundraisers. Stop the Yulin Dog Festival. Stop the Yulin Dog Festival. It's horrible what they're doing to dogs. They're burning them alive on the streets. They're boiling them alive. They're killing them and they're eating them. They're torturing them. Yeah, they are. Okay. But for them, that's cultural. Okay? For them, a dog is a food animal. What we do to millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of food animals every second of every day, behind closed doors, behind slaughterhouse walls, is as horrendous, if not even more so, if you can imagine it, to these animals. We steal the babies from the mothers, we torture. It's just sick, it's disgusting. You see the videos I put up, and if you pass them and you don't want to look at them because you can't connect to them, well, I was like that too, okay? I'm Italian American, my grandmother was born in Italy, I was making meatballs before I could walk, basically, okay? My sister went vegetarian first, and years and years and years for years. And when I was younger, she would try to show me pictures and stuff about the food animals, the animals that I was eating and how they became food on my plate. And I would not look at it. I was disconnected. I didn't want to hear it. Until one day in my 20s, I watched a video and the rest changed. Now, I had given up dairy before I gave up animals because of health benefits, health reasons. It's another story. But when I saw this video, when I finally allowed myself to look, there was no turning back. And I could cry just thinking about it. And I cry every day, many, many times a day. I cry not as many tears as the suffering animals. It's just crazy. So anyway, back to this fundraiser person, has a fundraiser to stop the Yule Dog Festival, creates her own dog rescue company, has a fundraiser dinner, walks in with her $10,000 Birkin bag made from animal skin and her freaking $1,000 shoes made from a different type of animal skin, and is serving lamb chops at the freaking fundraiser dinner. You see anything here going on? Any hypocrisy? Or what's the word that people were throwing around for the past how many years regarding politics? Cognitive dissonance? Seriously, people, it is cultural. Okay, so anyway, that's hypocrisy. That makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. They love their dogs. They rescue their dogs, but they're wearing and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on animal skins and fur and leather. It's crazy. And I don't understand, once you know how you can continue these behaviors, once you know the torturing that goes into these animals that are on your plate, how do you continue to eat them? We don't need animals. We don't need to eat them to survive. We don't need to use them in circuses and for performances and to torture these sentient beings that don't have a voice. To me, hurting an animal is like hurting a child. They can't speak up for themselves. It's just crazy to me. So anyway, I just want to put this out here, maybe for a thought. Those of you who say, I love animals, I don't want to eat them anymore, but I love my cheese, or I can't, your palate, once your palate is changed, you can deal. If your soul feels for these creatures, you can do it. Look at me. I'm 57 years old. I've been living vegan for about 30 years now. Do I look like I'm emaciated or suffering or protein deficient? I don't think so. And I'm telling you, you can be an unhealthy vegan because there's, so much crap out there that's vegan and it's all chemicals or whatever. But, again, it is not just about the food. It's about trying to use things that don't test on animals. It's trying not to wear, leather, wool, silk, all the products that you use, your shampoo, your whatever. You just don't contribute to things that knowingly create harm and death. Whatever. It's just crazy. So anyway, do I think that eating dogs is horrific and the murdering and these torturing of these animals? Oh my God. You have to ask me that? The bottom line is that is cultural for those people. So what we eat, these animals, somehow, somewhere, somebody told us that these are food animals and it's our culture that it's okay to eat these animals, but not these animals. I just don't get it. Like, why not just eat your dog? And I'm sick and tired of hearing that farmers love their animals. No, they don't. They love their commodity. They love this thing that is going to make them money. Yeah, I get it. But you know what? I don't care. There's no argument that's going to ever change my mind. You know what? Use your land for growing soybeans and organic vegetables and organic food. Hi, Rocky, honey. Hi, baby. So anyway, that's a whole other subject. I know, you can attack me all you want. I'm just answering questions in general for all these people that have been asking me questions and commenting on a lot of my posts. So what I do want to say, again, is that, they say they love their animals. Okay, so they raise them and they're grass-fed and they're treated really great and they're fed a healthy diet. I don't know, sometimes that makes it even worse because now they love you, they trust you, right? They trust you, they love you, you feed them, you name them, you give them kisses, right? Oh, okay, yeah, you whatever. And then one day you kill them, okay? Because the death is all the same. So they can live this beautiful life and they trust you. They freaking trust you. They love you. You're their human. So wait, you ship them off to slaughter to get killed so you don't do it yourself? Oh, how great of you. I can't. And I've been seeing all over the news now, they're doing the rodeos and the livestock shows and they're roping baby little calves. They're terrified. They're like puppies running away and they're lassoing them and they're in fear for their lives and they're teaching children how to raise these animals and then show them out and how beautiful they are. They groom them and everything. Okay, anyway, I'm going off on another tangent here, whatever. Bottom line is this. I am vegan. I live a vegan lifestyle. It is not just about the food. Food is one part. If you are plant-based, you are not vegan. I know, labels and titles and whatever, but to me, it's not a label. To me, it's a lifestyle. To me, it's a belief system. It's like my yoga belief system, Buddhism, your religion. Okay? That's what this is. This is not just about food. It's not about what I won't eat. Oh, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. No, I can eat whatever I want to eat. It's about what I don't want to eat. And I will not eat another sentient being or any products or byproducts that come from them. And I will not put it on my skin or in my body or on my body. And that's what veganism is. It's a belief system. It's living a life, or trying to live the right life, living the life as cruelty-free as possible. And so that's the answer for that. There's a great book. It has so many great quotes in it, the Vegan Source book. It tells about the history of veganism and vegetarianism, actually. And it's been around for a very, very long time. It was a lot harder to live vegan food-wise back when I first started living that way. A lot easier now. And I love to cook, and I have been creating food forever and ever and ever. And there's, especially with the internet, there's so many resources out there. So anyway, those of you who, say you love animals, not just pets, and you get outraged, the videos that I share, I'm here, man. Let me know if you really want to make a change to your life and you really want to stop eating animals and animal products and animal byproducts. I'm here. I can help you. I can help you, and it's not as hard as you think. It's really not. It's not. And so that's that. I'm going to do another video following up this one maybe in a couple of days, because I want to answer the questions that people keep asking me about eggs and milk. They don't kill the animal to get the eggs. They don't kill the animal to get the milk. Actually, you know what? I can talk about it briefly right now, I guess. It's just, they're bred and they're raised en masse, and they are kept in horrendous conditions. I'm to talk about the chickens. In nature, they only lay a certain amount of eggs a year or a day, whatever it is. They are forced molted. They are kept in horrendous conditions, and they are forced to create way more eggs than they would in nature. When they can't lay, when the egg-laying hens can't lay eggs anymore, they are shipped off to slaughter, and they are used for food, and rendered dog food, whatever. They get diseases, they are given antibiotics, and I know, okay, grass-fed, organic, they're fed healthy, same thing. They are killed, and they are a commodity, okay. And the term cage-free means it's just not in a cage. You can have 5,000 chickens in one little tiny room, they're cage-free, okay. You get remnants of antibiotics and stuff, okay, organic, maybe you don't get that. Anyway, male chicks born to the egg-laying hen industry, male chicks are useless. So they are either ground alive. I'm sure I shared plenty of videos on my social media of that happening, and stuck in plastic bags and just suffocated and thrown. They are not considered beings. It's incredible to me. It's incredible to me. They are born just to be killed. Okay. Then you have the cows. Now let me show you this. Number one, we are the only species that drink the milk of another species, and we are the only species that seek it out in adulthood. Okay. Number two, yes, a cow or a cat or a dog will drink milk if a human gives it to them, okay? But they don't seek it out in adulthood, and they don't need it. Every mammal lactates. Every mammal creates milk. All right, sometimes somebody's milk doesn't come in, whatever. Every mammal, a human, a monkey, a dog, a cat, a cow, every mammal creates milk when they are pregnant with a baby, right? Hello. And then once they're nursing, their milk keeps coming. Then once they nurse or pump, the milk is continually created until they stop pumping or nursing. Every mammal, the young wean off naturally, usually at a certain age or stage, and they get everything they need developmentally from their mother's milk, from the same species, okay? So dog milk for baby dogs, cow milk for baby cows, cat milk for baby cats, human milk for human babies, orangutan milk for baby orangutans. Okay, so how does a cow keep making milk if it's not nursing its baby because the baby's taken away to become another milk cow or to become a veal calf? Okay, because they are forced, first of all, they're forced pregnant, okay? We manually take the stuff from the bull, and then we manually give it into, or put it into the freaking female cow to get her pregnant. Number one, okay, which is disgusting, okay? It's like raping the animal, okay? Forcefully impregnating the cow, forcefully taking the needed specimen from the bull, sick right there, sick, okay, giving it into the cow, cow gets pregnant. Now, again, there's different types of farms. There's your dairy farms, there's your free-range dairy farms, and there's your factory farms where the where the female cows are hooked up to milking machines, and they're milked constantly to keep them lactating, okay? Because the humans need the milk. If those female cows, the dairy cows, have a male calf, that male calf is usually, most always, well, either sold to a steak farm. I'm generalizing here, but this is all true stuff. They're useless, or they are veal calves. So they are taken away from the mother, and the mother is known to cry for days. Bellow and cry, run after farmers. I've put videos up of this. This is not made up shit. So the male calf is taken away, and I don't even know how many weeks it's slaughtered at, 8 weeks, 16 weeks, something like that. It's still a baby, taken away from its mother at birth a lot of times, okay? And they're put in those little veal crates that you see. And they are fed an iron deficient diet. They are not allowed to have their mother's milk. They are bottle fed from humans or from machine. And they are kept in this very small quarters so that they can't develop muscles, because otherwise their meat will be too tender. And then you won't have this delicious veal meal that you eat. It's a baby cow that has suffered and didn't have a chance to live. Okay, same thing with lamb and sheep. It's a whole other thing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, and then the female calves sometimes, kept with their mothers or not, depending on the farm and the situation. Again, I know there are other farms that keep the babies together until it's time to kill whoever is going to get killed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sometimes they raise the male calves to be their steak and whatever, but in nature and whatever, if they're left alone to their own devices, they are together. They form bonds. It's just whatever. That's it for today. Yeah. So anyway, it's not natural. We don't need cow's milk. Cow's milk is directly related to a lot of health issues in human beings. IGF-1 growth factor. There's a lot of stuff to get into there. But anyway, yeah. So that's it. This is a crazy vegan talking to you. Twisted Vegan 67 here. It's just insanity to me. So yeah, you can come at me and tell me, well, at this farm they do it that way. At my farm I do it this way. That's fine. Whatever you do, okay, fine. But in my real world and my ideal world, everybody would be vegan. Everybody would absorb the reality of this and understand it. And when you see these videos that you see, these true videos and the stuff, and you really know what's going on, I don't understand how we can continue to consciously contribute to this stuff. I really don't. Anyway, those of you who want to make a change, those of you who are really, really touched by the cruelty and the stuff that you see and really want to make a change to your lifestyle and not contribute to that, and those of you who love animals, and I'm not just talking dogs and cats, and all animals, okay? Because there are people out there still slaughtering and eating horses and all kinds of animals. Camels, look what they do. I can't even get into it. Anyway, got questions, let me know. Keep the nasty remarks at a minimum if you can, because I'm just going to ignore them, because I refuse to fight with people on social media. So attack me all you want. There's nothing you could ever say to convince me to think or live differently. And I say this with love to everybody. Please take a deep, deep look into your choices and how they affect others, not just humans, but other animals, all the animals, how that got to your plate. And if you care at all, try to make a change. And again, you want to make a change, I'm here to help you. Just let me know, and I will help you in any way I can. All right, so that's my crazy vegan, twisted vegan rant for today. Peace out. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening, by the way.